I haven't made a video for a while, that's because I've been away, which I mentioned before I went, like 3 months ago. I have been back here since, but I sort of forgot to make a video and didn't get round to it, so sorry. I haven't been able to make any or reply to any comments that I've got since then because I can't actually get on YouTube where I live at the moment. It's blocked on the work Wi-Fi. I just wanted to make I'm going to make 2 videos, but I'll probably do one tomorrow. So I'm going to make a quick video now about what it's like living away for me in regards to being trans. I'm living there as female because it was a rush and I couldn't sort things out, and I had a fear that my parents wouldn't think I was sane enough to go if they knew I was still thinking about trans stuff. But yeah, I'm living there as female at the moment. My room has 3 girls in it. It's all like gender segregated. There's only about, well, there's 10 people they assume are girls. So it does make it really hard. Like, I don't even feel comfortable in my own room a lot of the time, especially if I'm feeling slightly dysphoric anyway. Just because it's so obviously a girl's room. I spend a lot of time in my friend's room, like just down the corridor, because I just feel a lot more relaxed. It's hard having no privacy because I wake up in the morning and think, oh shit, what if my leg's been like outside of the covers? People have noticed I don't shave, and like the not shaving thing is actually one of the hardest things to keep hidden because I play fight with a lot of the guys and like your trousers ride up and stuff. It's actually really difficult. Probably just me being stupid worrying about it, but I got bullied a lot when I was younger because I didn't shave, so that's kind of hard. On the flip side, shaving like my face is hard because I can't use the mirror because they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? So I have to shave in the shower, which is interesting when you can't see what you're doing. Showering is really hard as well. I never realised how dysphoric I got when I showered until I went there, because subconsciously I never put the light on when I live here. So when I'm there and the lights are always on because they're done by motion sensors, and obviously I've set them off because I've gone into the shower, or even if I wait in the cubicle until the lights go out, someone else will walk in. They always walk in halfway through, and then you think, oh, this is alright, and then bam, I'm done. I do try sometimes to take my iPod into the shower and wedge the cable through the door so the actual iPod itself is outside and it's just the headphone cable inside, so I can focus on my music instead of me when I'm in the shower, but that just takes a lot of effort and I don't do it that often, to be honest. So that is really difficult, and that's not a problem that I anticipated would be. How I'm treated is also quite difficult because I think people are trying to make concessions to the fact that there's a 20-to-1, male to female rate there. So they try and make sure we know that they know that we're female, or something. I don't know. It's like reverse sexism. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's really hard because I've never really been treated as female for years. Even when I was at school and wearing a skirt and stuff, I wasn't treated as female, so that's hard. And you can't escape it because everyone knows me. Like, I've actually got friends there, it's quite odd. I can't really pass to them because they know who I am, and I'm wearing a fucking ID card with my birth name on all the time. So when I actually do go out somewhere and they read me as male, it's almost like when I first started trying to pass. It's really nice. Until, like, my friend corrects them. That does my head in. There is one girl there who sort of guessed that I was trans. She's on Tumblr and she's big into all that, just like feminism and general acceptance stuff, equality and all of that, so she's fine with it. She saw me when I was really dysphoric one day after having a shower or something, and I was going to thank her for standing up for trans people when there was a lot of shit being said in my class. They were talking about this trans woman who works for the same company as us as an instructor. We haven't actually had her because we're not being taught by our company at the moment, but it's all confusing. But anyway, there's this trans woman which we will have teaching them next year, and they're all making snide comments about it, and she stood up and said, this isn't on. Something I wanted to do, but I sort of had this fear that it will out me because I'm sort of obviously not female, or I feel that it would change their minds from thinking me as a butch lesbian into a trans guy, and I'm not ready to be outed there yet. So that was really nice of her to stand up, and I thought, you know, okay, this is going to be alright when I do come out with it. She was saying, you know, when I was like really upset and dysphoric, you know, it'll be alright, you know, whatever it is, it will pass, and whatever, I'm not going to ask what it is, but it'll be fine. And I was just sitting there, like crying and saying, well, it'll never be completely right. She said that she thinks she knows what it is. She's not going to pressure me into saying it, but she thinks she knows what it is, and I was just like, well, go on then. Tell me what you think it is. I had been making comments about the NHS and stuff, and, you know, medically it's like a fucking piss take and all this. So, you know, it sort of concreted in her mind what the problem was. And she said, you know, I know you're trans. So it was slightly worrying that she could tell, but you know, I don't think it was in a way that you'd be able to tell if you weren't already aware of, like, trans stuff. That was quite nice, and I've never really heard of anyone being sort of clocked as trans while they're still living as their birth sex. It was strange. I'd never ever heard of anything like that before. And she's been really good. She's like helping me sort stuff out with the NHS and putting up with me when I go on massive rants about it, and just generally being nice. And you can tell that she's not comfortable when she has to use female pronouns and stuff to me. So yeah, that's really good to have someone on my side there. But I would not advise anyone to put themselves through this if they can help it. It wasn't an option for me if I wanted this job, really, and I'm glad I'm doing it. I really am glad I'm doing it, because it's a really good thing that I'm onto. My company is brilliant, my job role is going to be brilliant. It's given me so many more opportunities than what I have down here. There's just a lot of shit that comes with it in my situation. Even the stupid stuff, like being able to go to the shop by myself to buy male deodorant and male toiletries and other stuff, is really difficult. Because like, you say, oh, I'm going out to Asda, or they're like, oh, I'm just going out for a couple of minutes. Where are you going? I'm going to Asda. Oh, can I come? And then you just landed with someone else and you've got to find something else to buy. I went there once, and one of my other friends who doesn't know came with me, and he knew that I was going out to buy some deodorant, and we went down the aisle, and there was male deodorant on one side and female deodorant on the other side, and I was just walking down the middle, not looking anywhere, thinking, fuck, how am I going to get out of this? And he turned to the female side, so I had to buy something from there. And I wouldn't keep it in my room, I kept it in the bathroom, so I could almost feel like I was stealing someone else's when I used it. And then someone said, oh, have you got any spare deodorant? And I gave it to them. And then they ran off with it to a hotel and used most of it. But even when they came back and brought their own and said I could use it, I just left it in their room until it ran out, because like everyone could just go in there, take it, and it didn't feel like mine. I went shopping with my mum when I came back here, and I've bought, I think it's 3 deodorants and 2 shower gel, just so I'm fine for a while. I don't really know what else I can say. I'm going to make another video tomorrow, as I said, covering sort of what's going on with me and my actual physical transition. But yeah, this is just a ramble about my life at the moment, and if you have any questions, like if you're in a similar situation or something, then just feel free to comment. I'm back here until the 6th of January, so I'll be able to like get in touch with you then, and if not, I'll try and find a way to bypass this stupid YouTube shitty rules they've got. So yeah, see ya.